special presentations, proclamation celebrating Gullah Geechee Nation Appreciation Week, July the 29th to August the 4th. Queen Quet is here. She's the Chieftess of the Gullah Geechee Nation, and she will be receiving the award. If you will, step up to the mic as I read the proclamation, and anyone else you want to come with you, we can bring them. All right, I'll read this proclamation and then I'll turn the mic over to you all. The County of Chatham, Georgia, proclamation. Whereas Chatham County, Georgia is the location of the city of Savannah and numerous small areas of the coastal empire wherein Gullah Geechee people still resides, and upon its founding, Africans were brought in to build this country. And whereas these African people populated the islands of the region, which had already been occupied by the indigenous people, for which many of the sea islands have been named, including the island of Ossabaw, Hutchinson, Tybee, and beyond, as well as the areas such as Yamacaw and Pinpoint, which became the home of these African people who came to be known as Gullah Geechee. And whereas several of those that grew up from the Saw were the founders of the historical churches in Chatham County as well as in Liberia, and this year we celebrate 150 years since Gullah Geechee ministers held a historic meeting in Savannah, Georgia, with Union Secretary of War Edward M. Staton and Major General William T. Sherman, leading to land ownership and sustaining of their culture. And whereas Queen Quet, who became the first Gullah Geechee in the world to speak before the United Nations on behalf of the Gullah Geechee and established the Gullah Geechee Sea Island Coalition and on historic St. Helena's Island, South Carolina. Now therefore, I, Chester A. Ellis, Chairman, on behalf of the Chatham County Board of Commissioners, do hereby declare July the 29th through August the 2nd as Gullah Geechee Nation Appreciation Week in Chatham County, and look forward to the series of activities that will take place to honor the history and legacy of the Gullah Geechee Nation. In witness whereof, I have hereto set my hand and caused the seal of Chatham County, Georgia to be affixed this 28th day of July 2023. You should have the proclamation in front of you.
Yes, sir.
The mic is yours.
Thank you, sir. So glad to be here one more again with all honor children here in Chatham County, and so glad to be on behalf of my cousin, former Chairman Holmes.
Yes.
The late Chairman Holmes. So I know he did right here and things like that seat in vacant like I'm thinking of. I know he right there. Yes. So I'm glad to be here one more again. And this year when the rains and the coming out, for some reason God said, "Don't where we been going with? We gold." Because they have to be reminded that we be black gold and we be Gullah Geechee anointed people. And it's your riches and things like that is the reason y'all getting this thing up over here called coastal empire, right? And then you get that thing called golden hours. And we drive on so many things like that. Because of the richness that black gold took down in this soil was still there and things like that. Even in places that one children are studying about and the thing about in the shop coming down in Chatham and down the Yamacaw, that is the reaping time site, that is your place. So for all of the children who don't understand each other, talk, because y'all over here cityfied folk. So y'all talk like this over here most of the time. So I want to make sure on the record that there's no error in what I'm saying. I'm not wearing this outfit just because. It's not only because we celebrate, and we've been celebrating for so many years now together here in Chatham County, this week-long celebration in honor of Gullah Geechees. But I think we honor them more when we don't just look back to the past, but we look to the future. And Chatham County, y'all have a golden opportunity. I wasn't wearing this because y'all love Frankie Beverly so much in the golden time of the day. All right? I'm wearing it because you have a golden opportunity. They say you don't know what you got till it's gone. Let's not do that in Chatham County. Let's hold on to the site of the reaping time. Let us upgrade the lifestyles of the people in places like Yamacaw. It's very disturbing to me when I'm starting to see that I'm coming more and more to this city and seeing less and less of me, when that's all I saw when we used to come over here as a little girl. And now there's less and less of me. And what I mean by that is the city in the Gullah Geechee like it been. Now even though Gullah Geechees came over here and articulated in this manner, they still live their culture and their traditions. And we can still have this opportunity to hold on to it right now in Chatham County. Don't build over everything, because you have historic legacy beyond just those streets that are lined with the Spanish Moors. You have it in the hearts and souls of those children and those elders and places like Yamaha and all the communities surrounding the weeping time. Let us not weep again that it's too late, that we removed all the Gullah Geechee culture from the city, from the county of Chatham. So it's a golden opportunity you have. Hold on to it. Have cultural protection overlay districts like St. Helena Island has, which is where I'm going to invite you to come tomorrow. Because some of y'all know y'all be from across the border, but y'all want to show off over here. You can't get across the bridge. So in but 45 minutes or an hour, depending on who driving. All right? We ain't going to talk about you, Brother Chester. We ain't going to talk about you. It might take 15 minutes. So tomorrow at noon, if you all have heard of Penn School, the first trade, agricultural, and normal school founded for freedmen. So when we talk about that 150th anniversary, that was one of those places that after those preachers said, they said, what do you all want? What does this Emancipation Proclamation mean to you? They said, give us our land and leave us be. Well, on St. Helena, we have been able to hold on to our land since 1862. I still live on property and have it on both sides of my family. That we have the deeds from 1862 of the same land where my family was enslaved on before that. And we are going to celebrate Gullah Geechee land, legacy, and Gullah Geechee resiliency starting tomorrow and throughout the rest of Gullah Geechee Nation Appreciation Week. So if you come to Penn Center on historic St. Helena Island tomorrow at noon, bring dancing shoes and a positive attitude, because we're going to have a time. And as I told everybody else, the plan is to end at 4 p.m. But if y'all bring good dancing shoes, it might turn out to be 4 a.m. All right? Because we're going to celebrate and we're going to beat drums to beat the band. So if y'all got to get a county band or something and give privileges today to do it, come on over all together and be part of the true celebration. And we're getting ready to go over to Two Chefs Gullah Geechee restaurant to begin the celebration here. So we're going to leave a little bit of money in the county before I go back across the bridge. But y'all can bring some of that change on back to the other side tomorrow. And I also have with me nobody in here should tell me they don't know who he is. However, I just want to give an opportunity to Dr. Amir Jamal Toure, who is definitely a Savannah son, who is always talking about his multicultural, bicultural behavior in the Gullah Geechee Nation, because the family did from Hilton Head, even though they done move out most of me from there. That's why I tell y'all, hold on who we got right here. Come on, Dr.
Chairman Ellis knows that our family still own land on Hilton Head.
Still on the land.
One of few families, unfortunately.
We're not turning it loose either.
Don't do that. Give them to me before you turn them loose.
We say, in the beginning was the Word,
Mm-hmm.
and the Word was God,
Come on.
and God was the Word.
Yes, sir.
Now, why did I throw those words out? Because it's so important. Here we are in Chatham County right now, because those words are some words that have been lost from a written document. The first time that when you all heard Queen Quet speak, the first time that the Gullah language is ever written down is in the 1850s in a place called Savannah, Georgia, in Chatham County, Georgia. And the person, his name is London. London is lost to history. But London will write down those words. He writes down the words about with regards to the Gospel of John, but also gospel hymns that he wrote in Savannah, Georgia, that will now be shared in New York City. And so those words are the first time that we hear our language being written down, and when it's written down, it's written in Arabic. Here is an African person, a Gullah Geechee person, who is now showing us the power of what we are supposed to be about. And so right now, the Queen Quet saying it's not just about the past, it's about the present and the future. We need all of us to understand that. And so in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. And so I want us to understand, London has been forgotten regarding history, but we will not forget our story here today. And Chatham County has now recognized us. So we say thank you to all of the commissioners and to the chairman.
Thank you, thank you. We appreciate you. God bless on the children.
Thank you so much.
All right.
And just let them know now, I'll take the 35 minutes rather than the 15 to get to tomorrow. All right.
The sheriff ain't in here. He didn't hear you.
All right, thank you so much.